What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, and aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stage of your life. Family, man, we have to grow up emotionally. I want to continue our series on the 22 major arcana cards in the tarot deck. And today we're going to look at the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Man, it's a very peculiar card. The last card that we looked at was the Emperor, and the Emperor had, let me grab the card for you real quick. The Emperor stood for stability, father figure, authority figure, things of that nature. Again, this is the Emperor card, and today we're looking at the, I got it upside down. We're looking at the Hierophant. This is the Emperor, the Hierophant. And the Emperor, again, was that father figure, that authority, you know what I mean? The protector. This one, God help us. Again, depending on your situation, and everybody ain't in the same place. Okay, stay with me. Everybody ain't at the same place emotionally. Everybody ain't at the same place spiritually. Okay, what you're going through today may not be what you're going through next week, next month, next year. Okay, and so when you look at this card, the first thing jumps out is, man, structure, religion, organized religion. Okay, and so this is quote unquote the man of God. You know, you can only get to God through him. You know, you got to do what they say. If you don't do what they say, you're not going to heaven. If you don't do what they say, you know, you're not living righteous. If you don't do what they say, you're not in good standing. If you don't do what they say, you know what I mean? You got the devil in you, or whatever, you're a pagan and all that other stupid stuff. Okay? We have to grow up. We have to understand that, man, in our growth and journey, you're going to run across this quote unquote religious authority. You're going to run across this structure that tells you that your only way to heaven, your only way to spirituality is you got to do it this way, you got to do this, you got to do this. And this card represents so many things. You know, it represents the organized religion. It represents freaking tarot, you know what I mean? And not tarot, but spirituality, the spiritual movement. And today, especially in America, oh, if you don't stage your cards right, if you don't shuffle your cards right, if you don't do this, if you don't do this, and all these other stupid ass fucking rules that people have made up. You know, oh, you got to have these many crystals, and you can't put these crystals with these crystals, and you can't do this. And it's like, who said so? Who made these fucking rules up? Who gave you the fucking authority to make up these motherfucking rules? We're going there today, and this is going to get rough for some of you. You know what I mean? It's going to get rough for some of you. Oh, you can't put this crystal with that crystal because this is not a good combination. Shut the fuck up with that stupid ass shit. Oh, you can't buy your first tarot deck. Somebody has to gift it to you. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck on with those stupid shit. You know what I mean? Oh, you got to shuffle your cards this many times. You got to purge your cards this many times. You got to sage them this way. It's like, who said so? Who said so? What makes you the fucking authority? And so oftentimes in our growth and development, we're going to run across a bunch of stupid ass fucking rules. We're going to run across stupid ass shit that people have made up. And it's not about your growth and development. It's about keeping you stunted. It's about keeping you trapped beneath them. Everybody ain't pushing your growth and development. Everybody don't want to see you be the best you possible. It's a whole lot of motherfuckers that talk that really want to keep you underneath them. They want you to blow up, but you can't blow up higher than them. You know what I mean? And then when you do, they're going to tear you down. Oh, you doing this and who cares? We've got to grow the fuck up and understand who the fuck we are. And part of your journey as the individuals, you're going to have to come into an understanding of what God, source, universe, the most high is to you. And that scares so many of us because organized religion has a fucking monopoly on who can worship God and how they worship God and who God can talk to and who God can use. And if you're not part of this church or part of this religious belief system, then you're not being used by God. You got the devil in you. Because we didn't sanction you. We don't back you. Like we need their fucking backing. We gotta grow. We gotta understand. We gotta strip ourselves of all of this fucking mind fuck that we've gone through with organized religion. That's part of our growth and development. That's part of our journey, is stripping away all the bullshit of the fucking matrix of the programming. And understand who the fuck we really are. And I'm saying, man, I ain't got to go to fucking church to have a connection with God. I ain't got to read your Bible and send you money for tithes and offering to have a connection with God. And if you say I'm going to hell because I'm not doing that, okay, so fucking what? I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You could use that stupid ass simple-minded shit on motherfuckers that don't know any better. But for those of us who walk the walk, for those of us who's connected to God's source, universe, the Most High, we don't need your fucking raggedy ass fucking affirmations. We don't need your fucking confirmation. We don't need your fucking validation as to who the fuck we are. We ain't got to pay homage to some fucking man, some fucking woman to be connected to God. I ain't got to bow down and kiss your fucking ring. We've got to grow the fuck up. So many of us, we've been made to feel like we're powerless. We've been made to feel like we don't matter. And so the church has mind fucked us so deep into thinking, man, you got to go to church. The pastor has to pray for you. The Pope has to bless you. The bishop has to sanction this. They can hear from God, but you can't hear from God. God can talk to them, but God can't talk to you. Why the fuck did God need to go through you to get to me? And again, that's that mind fuck that you're fucking powerless. That you're fucking nobody. God sees this man over here or this woman over here as man, that's one of God's people right there. And so God's only going to talk to him because God's favored him. God loves him. So God can only come talk to us through them. That's because we don't know who the fuck we are. That's because we've given all our fucking power and authority away to some guy. That's because we've relinquished our connection with God. And we've gained a connection with a fucking man. Or some woman. Whoever the fuck is quote unquote in authority. And so the only way we can hear from God, the only way we can see God, is through this person and the fucking rules and the dogma that they put in place. That's why we have no fucking intuition. That's why we're not connected to God. The Hierophant. This card is a trip because it also signifies that my grandmother used to say it when I was a kid. When God's going to start blessing, the devil starts messing. I'll say it again. When I was a kid, my grandmother, I grew up in a Christian church. My grandmother used to always say, the devil always starts messing right before God starts blessing. And what she was saying was, there's always going to be a counterfeit. There's always going to be some mess popping off. Right before you reach your blessing, right before you get to your breakthrough, right before you get to your promised land, there's going to be some mess you got to go through. The devil's going to throw some shit in your way as a fucking distraction. The devil's going to throw some shit in your way to get you all fucked up. That's what she was saying. And so when you look at this card, in order for these students, these people that quote unquote are beneath this guy, the Hierophant, in order for them to get through the door, the passageway, in order for them to get the knowledge and the wisdom and understanding, you got to go through him. So he's a representation of all of that knowledge and wisdom and understanding and blah, blah, blah. He's the great teacher. Which is bullshit. It's bullshit. So again, intuitively, we got to understand that, man, yes, there's a saying that says the teacher appears when the student is ready. Again, the teacher appears when the student is ready. That's totally different from this card. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. The student is now ready to be connected to source. The student is now ready to learn some lessons. And so when you look at the fool in the journey, he comes to the Hierophant. He comes to this guy. And he wants to learn. He wants passage. He wants to get by. So there's some stuff that he has to learn. And so the Hierophant comes across as, I'm the authority figure. I'm God's man on earth. I'm the chosen one. I'm the elect. That's the way he comes across. But the truth is, the fool realizes, like, man, I don't fucking need to deal with you. Who the fuck are you? I don't have to buy your ass. I don't have to pay my way into fucking heaven. I don't have to kiss your fucking ass. I don't have to bow down to you. I don't have to fucking serve you. And so the fool, in the beginning, we're all that fool. We come in and we're like, man, this is so right. Man, this is great. And da-da-da-da. And man, this is God's person. And da-da-da. They're going to teach me this, da-da-da-da. And all this other stuff. And then we grow the fuck up emotionally and spiritually after we've been there for a minute. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. Our intuition, we remember our intuition. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. This ain't right. This ain't right. This is bullshit. This ain't sitting right with my soul. This ain't sitting right with my gut. I call bullshit on this. I don't give a damn how many people serve you. I don't give a damn how many people say you're great. I don't give a damn how many people worship you and bow down to you. I don't give a damn how many people follow you. To each their own. But this ain't my journey. This ain't my journey. I came looking for da-da-da-da, and I didn't find it in you. I came looking for this deep knowledge. I came looking for this deep connection with God. I came looking for this deep understanding. And I thought you had some stuff to impart into me. I thought there was some stuff that I was supposed to get from you. And what I got from you is like, remember your intuition. Remember you have a connection with God. Remember who the fuck you are. Remember why you're here. You didn't come here to play these fucking political games. You didn't come here to play these fucking religious games. You didn't come here to get distracted with this stupid ass dogma that keeps you dumb the fuck down. That keeps you powerless. You didn't come here to worship some fucking man. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. And let this bullshit go. Remember who you are. and stop playing these fucking games. Remember who you are and get outside of this fucking religious bullshit. Remember who you are and get outside of this political bullshit. Remember who you are. You don't need this person to keep you fucking stuck. You didn't come here to be stuck. You came here to be free. This is gonna keep you fucking stuck. This is gonna keep you trapped. This is gonna keep you fucking powerless. You didn't come here to be a fucking slave. You didn't come here to be a fucking peasant. You came here to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, a beacon of light. Let go of this bullshit. Let go of this bullshit. And the truth is, we've been so fucked over in our journey that we don't think we can learn from somebody that talk like me. We don't think we can learn from somebody that's tatted up. We don't think we can learn from somebody that's not a part of a fucking affiliated group. You know what I mean? That we're not affiliated with some fucking group like this. We don't think that we can learn from somebody that's outside of the fucking norm. And so you gotta be dressed up. You gotta have a title. You gotta have a position. You gotta have authority, man-made authority. You gotta have all the pomps and circumstances. Because that's what we've been programmed to believe. How many degrees do you have? What school did you go to? Man, and who's licensed you? And all this other stupid ass shit. You don't need that stupid, superficial, man-made shit to hear from God. You don't need this man-made shit to be connected, to be a chosen one. We didn't come here to be chosen by these motherfuckers. We didn't come here to be validated by these motherfuckers. We came here to have an experience of emotional, spiritual growth and maturity, of healing. The masses are stuck in this bullshit. It is our job as true chosen ones, as true children of God, as true light workers and starseeds and healers, to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, a beacon of light, so that we could wake the masses up out of this stupid shit. They could run around and quote unquote condemn us to hell all the fuck they want to. That's their fucking fear shit. That's their way of trying to control you and manipulate you. This is what fucking fear. Oh, you're going to hell. Oh, you got the devil. Shut the fuck up with that stupid shit. Nobody got time for them little fucking petty ass games anymore. These motherfuckers are fucking powerless. They're fucking powerless. They ain't got no fucking authority. The only authority they got is the fucking authority that the people that follow them gave them. They ain't got no fucking authority over our lives. They can't do shit to us. And so they try to scare us. They try to manipulate us. We've got to grow the fuck up. You got to remember who the fuck you are. And yes, when you're ready, God is always trying to communicate with us. But we can't see and we don't understand how God is always trying to communicate with us because we're so fixated on it looking like this. And so when we're walking out and God is using nature or whatever to be a lesson to us, we can't receive it as a lesson because we're taught that the only lessons can come from stupid ass shit like this. And so we have no understanding of nature. We have no understanding of the true power we have. We have no understanding of the true authority we have. And so as we heal, and as we raise our frequency, as we raise our vibration, we get tapped into other people like us. People that are doing the real fucking work. And as we get plugged into the people like that, now we're able to understand and grow and heal even more so because we're around like-minded people that's not pushing an agenda of fear, of lack, of suffering, and all that other low vibrating bullshit. Now we're around people like ourselves. And their role is just to remind you of who the fuck you are. Their role is to remind you of the fucking power that you already have. Their role is to remind you of the fucking authority that you have. They're not going to try to master you. They're not going to try to sun you. They're not going to try to little bro you. We've got to grow the fuck up. We've got to grow up. And it is what it is. The question is, are you in a place emotionally? Are you in a place intellectually? Are you in a place spiritually where you can see the handiwork of God? Where you could be connected to God and hear from God? Can you hear God? You don't have to be in some fucking church to hear God. You don't have to be part of a fucking group to be able to hear God. We gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. And the trick is, when you look at the story of Moses, Moses grew up in Egypt. He grew up in the temples. He grew up in the kingdom, in the palace, the best educations, the best trainings. But it wasn't until he had to leave all of that bullshit behind. It wasn't until he had to leave all of that behind, the structure, and flee out into the fucking wilderness, where he was able to actually hear from God, where he was actually able to have a connection with God, where he came into an understanding of who the fuck he was and why he was here. You got to catch that. Man, hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.